So again, my name is Bea and I'm a yoga therapist. And if you guys have any questions or if you want to open your mic to ask anything or let me know of any limitations, you can do that now. Otherwise, just remember to do what you can as you go through your practice. And if you need to stop, you take a break. If you feel like you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing, then take a step back, okay? And always listen to your body, listen to the breath, and let that breath guide you. So, all right, so we're gonna get started in a seated position. So if you're slouching on the chair, go ahead and take your body a little bit forward towards the edge of the chair. And try to sit up straight, so lengthen through the spine. And let's bring the hands over to the chest. Maybe close your eyes or soft gaze down towards the ground. You notice any physical sensations that arise for you naturally in this moment. Without a need to change anything right now, just feeling and observing. Scanning your body all the way from the top of the head down to the feet, making sure those feet are touching the ground. Maybe awareness to your breath and noticing how the breath is rising and falling. Just as it is. Just as you are. And bringing your awareness to your mind, to where your thoughts are gravitating towards today. Just as a reminder that you are the master of your brain and that you decide where you focus your attention and get your attention free your emotions. Go ahead and take a deep inhale through the nose, fill up your lungs. Hold your breath in just for a moment and then let it die out. One more time, inhale through the nose, fill up your lungs. Hold your breath for a moment and then let it die out. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale, let it die out. We're releasing some of that tension. Bring your palms together to your heart center. Let's set an intention to bring care towards yourself today. Allow yourself to receive care through gentle movement, through some breathing, bringing your mind and body together through this practice. And now we take a breath in again. And then seal the lips, exhale through the nose only. And allow yourself to bring one hand to the chest, one hand to the belly. We're going to imagine that we're inflating our fluid all the way down to the belly. So take a deep inhale, let the belly rise into the hand. And then sealing the lips, exhale through the nose. And then allow the nose to go into the belly. So we take a breath into the belly, let it rise, let it expand. And then as you exhale, let it go in, let it contract. Slightly bringing the navel in towards your spine. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathe in. Find your own version of this. Deep breath in. Fill up. Exhale, let it go in. Maybe notice how long it takes to breathe in. So start to count in. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe. And then exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in and out at your own rhythm. As you let that bubble rise into the hand. And then go in towards the navel towards the spine. In, let it expand. breathe out, let it contract. Now we're gonna bring the hands near the rib cage, and maybe you place your hands there. We're going to bring the awareness of the breath now into the rib cage. So you feel the rib cage expanding on the inhale. Feel the rib cage expand. And on the exhale, feel the rib cage contract. What after you do it? And breathe out. Feel as if your lungs are filling up and expanding with that breath, and then exhale. Through the nose of the brain. Inhale. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. One more breath. One more breath out. Now bring one hand to the belly, one hand to the chest again. And now feel as if the whole body is filling up like a balloon. So you're gonna feel also the expansion in the chest. So breathe in. Feel that chest rise. And then exhale. Breathe in, let it expand. Let the belly rise, let the chest rise. And on the exhale, let it go in. Let it relax. Let something go. Any heaviness that you're moving onto, take a breath in. Fill up with energy, with breath, with prana, and then exhale. Let it go. Breathe it in. And breathe it out. Full breath here. And breathe out. And just for a moment, notice how your breath starts to flow and its own rhythm. Maybe breathing a little fuller right now. And then release. We're gonna start by moving the shoulders all the way up, back, and around. We start, if possible, to synchronize the breath with the movement. So inhale as your shoulders go up. Exhale as your shoulders go back and around. Feel your shoulder lift in the back as you do this. It's gentle. Focusing your mind on sensation. Slowly release shoulders away from the ears. Now start moving the head back and forth. You're looking up on the inhale and then down on the exhale. Breathe in, chin goes up. Exhale, chin goes up. Big yes. So we're saying yes to self-care. Okay? Breathe in and exhale. Feel your whole range of function. And then completely release. Chin is parallel to the ground, and we're gonna take the hands from one side to the other. Maybe just notice the difference. There's one side up on one side and the other. Now, next time your head goes to the right side, you can take your right hand and maybe press it in. So option to press it in, or maybe option to make a little pillow with your hand. Feeling that support of your hand. Feeling the stretch. Now the other arm, you can take it maybe to the low back. And start to move with the breath. Inhaling, chin goes up. Exhaling, chin goes up. Big step forward. And allow the movement to be gentle. There's no need to force anything. Bring that gentleness to yourself. And then if you fully release, we one more time move the head side to side just to release it. And next time your head comes to the left, we take it to the other side. So if it comes to the either to the ear, you make again that little pillow. More. Give yourself a sense of gentleness, and you can take that other arm, hook it in, and we move. Inhale, exhale forward. Feel your breath, feel your neck. And then this will be released back to center. We're gonna roll our hands together, create some heat between the hands. Feel your palms. And now place your hands in the back of the neck and give yourself a little self-love, self-neck massage. You can move the head around, one side or the other. Put the arms to the sides. Roll the shoulders back, palms are up. On the inhale, arms go all the way up, palms touch. Maybe, maybe not, maybe you stay here. If your palms touch, press your palms together. And then slowly as you exhale, arms go down by your sides. We move with the breath here. Synchronize the breath, inhale, arms go up, palms go up, shoulders are away from the ears. You look towards your thumbs. And then exhale, arms down, look at the tip of your nose. Breathe it in. Arms go up, palms touch, look at your thumbs. Exhale, all the way down, look at your nose. Breathe in. Arms go up, palms touch, look at your thumbs. Exhale, look at the tip of the nose. One more time, breathe in. Arms go up. Look up. Exhale, arms to the legs. Coming back to center. Take the hands on the knees. Now we're going to start rolling through the spine, so articulating into a cat-cow, so you can count. So the inhale, your chest rises, you look up, tailbone goes back, and then on the exhale, we round the back, the navel goes in towards the spine, and chin goes towards the chest. Breathe in, chest opens. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, round the back. Breathe it in. Move at your own pace, your own breath is your guide here. Opening your chest, opening your heart to receive, but closely to release. Sweet. Feel the expansion of the breath in. Two more times. Open, so allow. And then slowly release. Your nice upright, lifted, pencil on your lap. And we're gonna start making circles all around. Imagine that you're like a sea within the ocean, moving and rolling around the waves. There's nowhere else to be, nothing else to do. Find a sense of gentleness in your joints. And again, if you can synchronize the breath, inhaling as you go back, exhaling as you go. Three. And one, and now let's switch to the other side. So breathing here. And nice and slowly release. Imagine there's a pencil attached to the tip of your nose and you're starting to draw a very small circle. In that small circle, get it a little bigger, like into a smile. Very gentle movement all the way around. And now we go back to center. Again, find your pencil and we start to draw that circle to the other side. And again, feel your neck. And you can close your eyes if you need to. You do find those white crispies. With a sense of release as you release any tension, maybe stress. Give yourself permission to. And then before we got to center, somebody else tell me 1 second. Now we come back here. We're gonna take the right arm all the way overhead. Inhale, you can open the legs here to find stability in the legs. Make sure the feet are grounded. Your left hand can come to the chair and then we back. We're gonna find movement and breath again. Inhale, lengthen, exhale. Take that rainbow over your head. We breathe in, we breathe out. Inhale, lengthen, exhale. One more breath in. One more breath out. We stay here. Option to grab that chair. Maybe look up towards your fingers. See if you can straighten those fingers and straighten the elbows without overdoing anything. Find your side bend. Find the sense of stillness. Take a deep inhale and exhale. On the breath in, feel that right one expanding. On the exhale, release. Keep both hips into the chair, breathing in. You can look up towards the fingers. Maybe open the chest a little bit more if that's available to you. Hold your breath for a moment. And then as you exhale, come back to sitting. There's a difference between both sides. Go ahead and take it to the other side. Inhale, lift our lips, lengthen, and then exhale. Keep hitting that right. And again, move with the breath. 2, 3, 4, and 5. On the 5th one, we stay here. Find stability with hips. If you need to widen your stance, you can. And then really open. Look up to the fingers. Stretch your fingers. Breathe in. Breathe out. And make sure that right shoulder's relaxed. 2, 1 more inhale. Hold your breath on your side and then exhale, release back to center. Let's balance it out. Take the arms overhead. Maybe it accessible. Interlace the fingers. Take a full upper body stretch all the way up. Make your spine nice and long here. Exhale, arms to the sides. Palms up, inhale. One more time. Interlace the fingers. Stretch up. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, release. One more thing. Interlace the fingers. Maybe look up the sides. Exhale, release. Back to center. We're going to bring interlace the fingers and we're going to rotate the wrist around. Even your wrist goes so up today. And let's switch. You know, it's not different. Very different things to do. You're going to stretch your palms forward, around your back, breath it in, so we're here. On the inhale, we reach up. a deep breath in. Okay, excellent. Pass your hand forward. We got all the way up. We're not and slowly go ahead and take the arms to the side. Your fingers are pointing up. You're pressing, like there's an elevator like you're trying to hold. Right there. Okay. And now we're gonna take one arm down and the other one up. The other arm up like you're bringing it down. Deep breath in. And go, releasing stress and then switch. Down. We switch again. Those arms are getting tired. You need to take a break, you take a break, otherwise stay here with me. One side, your arms and then other side. And that's slowly release. That's how you feel. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Nice job. Let's go a little bit into the lower body. So we're going to just do a little leg extension here. You will have the option to put the hands on the chair and then just stretch your legs. If you need the support of the back of the chair, you can use it. Otherwise, just try to use your core for this. You can maybe even bring your hands to your core. Feel a slight engagement as you again, you find your own pace for this. Try to flex the foot in towards your face. If you're working, 7, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stop for a moment. Feel your body. Notice your heartbeat. Breathe in. Breathe out. If you want to stand up automatically to yourself, forget taking the time for you. Breathe in. Then breathe out. All right, now, don't look at you can use the hands on the chair or not. Okay. We're gonna lift the heels up and down. 1, 2, try to keep your spine upright as much as possible. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 1, do your ankles, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 20. Keep your heels up. Maybe the arms also go all the way up. Find length here. From the toes to the fingers. Breathe it in. When you exhale down, drop the heels from the arms. Inhale, lift the heels, lift the arms. Exhale, drop the heels. One. Now we're going to bring the hand behind our head. We're going to try to bring the elbow to the knee. We open, we close. Okay, there's no need to rush your inhale. It's one. Feel the core engaging here. Two. Inhale. Three. Opposite knee to opposite elbow. You can touch it great. If you can't, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's increasing the energy of 6, 7, 8, 9. And then slowly stop, drop the arms, take a deep breath in, reset. Palms together, exhale, hands to your heart center. Now, hands come to the chair, the back of the chair, we open and close the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. So you can keep your feet a little bit separated from each other. On the exit, we're gonna forward fold over the legs. You're gonna relax the hand here, try to relax the upper body into the lower body. We find stillness here, we breathe in and out through the nose. Your head here is hanging, if that's available to you. You can move your head side to side, like you're saying no. Or you can move the head back and forth, like you're saying yes. But allow the cervical spine to release the tension. Allow the shoulders to release the tension, the arms, the hands, the fingers. Notice your breath. Breathe deeply. Allowing again that diaphragmatic breathing. So let the breath go all the way down to the abdominal area. Let it expand there. And then on the exhale, find a deeper sense of relaxation. Of letting go of anything that's making you stress, any heaviness, any tightness. Now you're going to integrate the fingers behind the head if possible. Bring the chin toward the chest. And now pressing the feet into the ground, we roll through the spine one vertebrae at a time. Let the brain get a lot of things to come up. Over these vertebrae. And then slowly open the chest, lift up the heart, take the elbows back, look up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. And then on the exhale, release. Release everything. Go ahead and take a couple of twists here. So we're gonna take the right hand. So you can actually, if your chair allows, you can bring the feet to the right side of the chair, right? Now your right hand comes towards the back of the chair, and your left hand comes to the outside of the knee or the chair. You use the chair to twist, or your hand presses to that knee. And you look over to the right. So make sure that your legs are stable, your feet are on the ground. On the breath in, we lengthen through the spine, we find ourselves a little taller, and on the exhale, we find maybe a little bit of a deeper twist. You stay here, you find your pause. Just taking this moment to pause and to feel. You can even twist your eyeballs. So see from the far to the corners of the eye. You can look toward the right side. We'll take one more inhale. Hold your breath. Just for a moment, notice as the deeper breath rises. And then slowly release out the center. And again, move side to side, maybe wiggle. And notice one side versus the other. And of course, we're gonna do the other side. So on one side, we must do the other side. So we again take it to the other side, whichever version you want to take, and then we twist over. Towards the left side, your feet are on the ground, you're lengthening, you're grounding, and then lengthening. And then we twist. Breathe in, exhale. Looking over your left, and again, you can even stretch your eyeballs here. Breathe in, and exhale. And we find our pulse in pose. Yeah. One more breath in, like the spine. Hold your breath. Please a little deeper. And then slowly exhale, release. Happy. And roll your shoulders, but the arms is still up the body, stretch again. Release. And then slowly release. We're gonna open the legs. That's why the people comfortable feet are on the ground. Take the right arm on the right side. Now thumb and index fingers together here, and the other two fingers are straight, and then the left arm moves over the head into a side angle. Now you can stay here, or you can extend that left leg down. So stretching. Your side angle, find your breath in, and then look up towards your left. Fingertips. Then that you're pressing through that foot, so that foot is nice and strong, almost as if you can get up that chair. And if you want to do that, go ahead and take it off your chair. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel that like you're shooting energy from the foot to the fingers. One down here. Slowly release. And we go to the other side. So mention to the left knee, left arm on the left side, left thumb and index fingers together. Your right leg gets stretched. The right arm gets stretched over. Okay, you're planted. Try to relax into that left shoulder. Feel the length of your side, look up towards your fingers. And once you find your stillness, find your breath. Yes, right behind you on the chair. On the inhale, open your chest. So this is option one. Option one is you can just open the chest and find that expansion in your lungs for, improved work breathing, improved lung capacity to release and having it in the chest. Now, option two, you can press your hands into that chair and lift the hips off the ground. Maybe the head goes back. It's so hard to take that back in this. Your find the option of your right now. It feels as if you're receiving, so allow yourself to receive. Especially for those who are always giving, right? Taking care of others. It's your moment to just receive. Receive care, receive love, loving kindness, and that's all we do. Shoulders. Let's take a breath in. Reset. Palms together, lift up. Exhale, arms down. Now we're going to do some sit-to stands just to bring a little bit of strength into your lower body. Okay, so whatever you can do at your own pace, up and down. Breathe in and breathe out. Stay down. I'll try to bring the arms up as you stand up, and then sit again. Breathe in. Feel the strength as you come up. Engage those glutes. Engage your hamstrings. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Up everyone. Inhale. Keep going. Up. Inhale. 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 Now, can we do 10 more? So again, whenever you need to take a break, take it. Otherwise, just stay with me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep your spine straight as much as possible. 8, 9. Last one, guys. Breathe in. And breathe out. Hands to your heart center. Look at your feet. Make sure they're both facing forward. Okay. And then find your heartbeat. One more time. Breathe it in. Exhale. Just harmonizing the breath. Breathe it in. And out. You can let it out through the mouth if you want to. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale, side out. Exhale, side out. The hips, you can open your stance a little bit wider than hip distance and circle your hips around. I pull up these. And then switch to the other side. And then hips go forward and back. Maybe slightly stretching the back of your legs and your hips. Going back to center, we're together. Or a little bit about distance apart. And find your stance into mountain pose. So here, your quadriceps are engaged, so try to lift the kneecaps. Open your chest, your palms are shining forward, your shoulders are rolled back and away from the ears. Your chin is parallel to the ground, and imagine there is a bird attached to the top of your head that's lifting you up. And if it's available to you, then you can close your eyes and feel your body in the space. With this standing position, you can open your eyes or keep them closed and start moving back and forth. You're basically testing your balance. It's very light movement. With the poultry, moving back and forward. If you feel like this, you need the chair for support, you can use the chair. Otherwise, just keep moving. Building your sense of perception here. Back. You can find that center line between the front and the back. And see there, just centering yourself. Lift the toes off the ground. Feel the four corners of the feet pressing deeply into the earth. Like you have roots that go deep into the ground, deep into the center of the earth. And now we're going to start to swing from one side to the other. One foot, you don't have to lift the feet off the ground. Just basically the weight comes from one side to the other. Again, we kind of finish it around. Both sides. So a little closer, I'm going to do a slow retreat. Then so we kind of slip, we come to here. We take a breath in, we bring the arms all the way up, maybe the palms touch your mouth, maybe look up towards your thumbs. And then facing the arms down by your sides. Keep tucking your tailbone slightly, engaging the core. Breathe in. Lift the arms, look up, shoulders away from the ears, exhale, arms down. One more, that's a high mountain. Lift your high mountain, exhale, we're gonna come to the side of the chair. So the chair is optional to use, up to you, right? Because we're gonna do a little bit of that. So before, the first one that we're gonna do is just lift the heels off the ground and down. And again, you can test it. You can leave one finger on the chair, you can leave your whole hand or no hands. Even if it is easy for you, maybe that arms go up and you take it. Each one is one, two, your pass here. 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10. 10 more here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, let's stay up for 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly roll the heels down. Let's take a breath in, arms go up, and exhale, arms go down. All right, second balance pose, tree pose, right? Very typical pose in yoga. So you can put the hand on the chair, so left hand can come to the chair. Now, option 1, your heel comes to the ankle, your toes are still touching the ground. And maybe you test your balance here. Maybe you remove that hand, or maybe you remove some fingers. Maybe one finger on the chair. Now, if this is easy for you, then take it off to the shin. Try not to place it on the knee. So maybe the shin or maybe the inner thigh, if that's available to you. And then you can test. So key point, focus your eyes on one spot that's not moving. Your gaze is very important in balance. Keep your gaze focused. Don't focus on me, because if I fall, you will falter. And maybe you start to find, gives a shape to your tree. Maybe it's a rounded tree or a pine tree. Any shape that your body allows. Feel as if that foot has roots. And a little bit of grab with those toes. If you fall, you try again. This is all about practice. It's like when we learn how to walk, we fall many times. Hopefully we won't fall this time. We can go this way. But allow yourself some freedom. Or testing. And maybe even like center release. Go ahead and shake that other front. And we're going to take it to the other side. The other side. And we'll bring the right hand to the chair and find your variation here. So either the ankle or the shin. Try to not let the hip drop. So make sure that both hips are kind of even. You're pressing deeply into the right foot. And maybe, again, you find your variation on your tree. Maybe the same tree on the other side, or maybe you're constant together with this tree. And again, if this is easy, you can test by closing your eyes and notice how much your gaze does affect challenge your balance, the challenge your balance. Reach your branches up to the eye. Sway. Meet yourself where you are. And take yourself a little farther. And always with loving kindness and a way of receiving. Receiving energy from flowing energy. So that you can also give back to others, which trees are the perfect example. You give nourishment from the earth. They also give shade, they give fruit, they offer, right? So they like to your big head, shake it up. Let's take a deep breath. And exhale out. We're gonna start facing the chair. I'm gonna place the hands there. We're gonna walk the legs back to a full gut body stretch. Your feet are around the distance or wider if you want. And then you allow the head to relax between the arms. Allow the arms to stretch. And also feel the stretch along the spine. And from your hips all the way down to your heels. Let the head hang, maybe move the head slightly side to side. You know, that whole back body stretching. Once you find your stillness, you find the breath, give yourself this time to pause from all your responsibilities. And focus your mind on your physical sensation, your own body. Where your mind goes, energy follows. So it's been time a time of restoring, rebalancing, realigning, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Nice and slowly, you can bend your knees, walk it forward, and then rise up, standing position. Jump one more time, inhale, reach up, interlace the fingers, stretch, maybe if possible, stretch your throat, all the way up. Your body stretch on the ground, and then next to the release. You roll the shoulders. We're gonna take a few warrior. So with me, we need to find the lines of the right hand side. So take one more, okay? So we're gonna take, either you can do it on the chair or you can do it standing. If you are doing it standing, you step your right foot forward and your left foot back. The corner one, both hips are forward, arms are up. If you want to use the chair, you just sit on your chair and again, bend your right knee. And your back leg is straight and you're reaching up. All the way, breathe in, breathe out. Let's move with the breath. So inhale, lengthen, exhale, warrior two. So for warrior two, the arms go to the side, you're looking towards the right middle finger. On the inhale, arms go up, look up, maybe your palms touch or not. Exhale, warrior two. Arms to the side, your left hip goes back. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, forward. One more. In here. And breathe. Look upwards your thumbs, make yourself nice and tall. If you're in standing position, make those legs nice and strong. You're strong in the lower body and long in the upper body. And then open to your warrior two. We stay here and breathe. Shoulders in the back. Arms are straight. You're pressing like you have a tension cord between your little fingers. Straightening your arms and looking for flat right middle finger. Never release. Bring yourself together. Take a deep inhale, reset. Exhale to the other side. So again, either standing or seated, left leg Next knee bends. Round and stretch it. So you want to press upward to the ground, nice and strong, okay? Both hips go towards the left leg. Inhale, arms go up. Make sure the knees over the ankle. Find strength in the lower body to lengthen the upper body. And again, I'm gonna receive. What do you want to receive today? Maybe a little self-care. Breathing. Allowing yourself to receive. And then for you two, your right hip goes back on. So that's great. A little closer, a little bigger. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale to the up. Good side. Little warriors there. One inhale, straight up here, one, stay there. Good. Exhale. Two. And one, open your warrior two and stay here. Find yourself strong. Forward. And slowly release, relax your stance here. Let's go ahead and take a seat. Find yourself back into a seated space with your spine upright and lift, hands to the chest. Find your breath. Notice how you feel. And harmonize with the breath. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. Breathe in. Breathe it out. We're going to do some pranayama or breath work. So we're going to do 2 types of breath. So the first one's going to be breath joy. So for the breath of joy, we bring the arms forward. Inhale. So it's a 3-part inhale. Inhale. Inhale to the side. Inhale forward and then exhale. Under the mouth, you can take the arms back. So inhale 3 times through the nose. In. Exhale. In. Exhale. In. Exhale. In. Exhale. In. Exhale. In. Exhale. Keep moving. We're receiving, enjoying this moment. Exhale. Maybe bring to your mind something that gives you joy. Exhale. Three more. 2 more. Last one. And so we stop. Again, bring your awareness to yourself, to your heart space. Notice any changes in your energy levels just with this exercise. And remind yourself that it's always available to you. You can take your time throughout the day, especially if your energy is low, to recharge with the breath of joy. And now we're going to balance the energy with alternate nostril breathing. So you can use any two fingers that you feel comfortable. Typically, it's thumb and the ring finger, right? And we're going to tap into the left nostril. So tap into the right nostril. So your right thumb goes to the right nostril. We inhale through the left nostril. And if you need to use some tissues to clear out your nostrils, you can. And then tap your left nostril with your ring finger. Exhale through the right. All right. We inhale through the right. Feel that cool air coming in. We close the right, exhale left. Inhale left. We close the left, exhale right. Let each breath come in at its own rhythm. Cool air comes in through the right. Warm air goes out through the left. And then we switch, inhale left, exhale right. You can close your eyes here if you want to. You can focus on what's the breath. No need to rush the breath. Feel this breath with a harmonizing breath for your body. If your mind wanders, bring it back to your breath. Focus on that. If you inhale, you receive peace. As you exhale, you let go of heaviness. As you inhale trust. As you exhale fears. Decide what you want to inhale, what you want to receive, and you can have it in your mind, an affirmation, or even out loud. I receive peace. I exhale doubt. One more breath in. One more breath out. And then slowly you release, allow your breath to flow through both nostrils. In and out through the nose. Feel your body. The center back into yourself. Into a moment of pause for you. A moment of giving for yourself. You can, if you want to, you can lean back and just take a moment to relax your body. Keeping your feet on the ground or not. And just this time, allowing the breath to flow however it wants to flow. Give yourself permission, give your breath permission to flow freely. Maybe take a moment to close your eyes. Maybe bring the hands to the chest, to the heart space, to the wing outward. Into your heart. You're saying to yourself, today I give myself permission to receive. Today I give myself permission to receive. Today I give myself permission to receive. May I be patient and kind to myself. May I feel seen and supported. May I allow myself rest and restoration. May the ones that I care for be safe and at peace. May all of us feel loved and appreciated. As I care for others, I remember to care for myself. Okay. Let it out. And in this phase of peace, mindset of gratitude, so think about 1, 2, 3 things that you're grateful for about yourself. Gratitude for what you can do, even if it's not 100% where you want it to be. For the love that you give to others, for the care that you give. Or for just this breath that you're taking, for your heart that it's taking. Gratitude for the other people that give you joy. Thank you. You can deep inhale. Exhale out. Now we're gonna end with an om. So feet on the ground, make your spine upright, uplifted. Hands to the heart center. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. From my heart to yours, namaste. And your name, namaste. Please, and namaste to each one of you. The light in me loves and honors the light inside of you. I hope this practice was helpful to you, but you can go ahead and unmute yourself. And before we leave, I do want to bring a thought of gratitude to the Parkinson's Foundation for allowing this class series to happen. So hopefully we can continue to get the funding to maintain them. So if you can maybe unmute yourself, I'm going to stop the recording.